Jesu fam tobie, Jesu fam tobie, Jesu fam tobie. Good morning to everybody and welcome to my today's sharing. Today I want to talk a little bit about the love of God to each one of us. God is love. Yeah, I actually was that I have this mindset, this uh, thinking about the love of God today because I have read the diary of the Saint Faustina, which is what is that Jesus himself requests Saint Faustina to meditate about the love, love of neighbor. Yeah, actually, most of the Christian, most of the faithful, they believe, they know that God is love. They know that God is love. And I have a question today. Do you feel that God loves us? What is the difference between to know the love of God and to feel it? Whereas to know is more, what is based on the reason, but to feel is more what is based on our heart. Most of us, the faithful, the Christian, we know that God is love, but do we feel it that God loves us? In faith, feeling is very important. And feeling is helping us. Feeling helps us to be faithful, to be more faithful. Most of us, we know that we know God is love, God loves me, but do you feel? Do you feel it? Do you feel the love of God? Do you feel that God loves us? Do you feel to be loved by God? Do I feel it? That's very important. So I mean in this reflection that what our brain feels, what our brain knows, we should bring it to our heart, because our heart helps us to feel something. Our heart helps us to be faithful to God. So it's not enough because our brain is not enough. Not enough to know more about it, but we need also the help of our heart. That's why, when we know that God loves us, we should also bring it to our heart. We should meditate it. That's why Jesus himself said to Saint Faustina, meditate the love of neighbor and also about the love of God. When we meditate something, we can assimilate what our brain thinks, what our brain knows. When something comes in our brain, for example, when the love of God comes in our brain, we should bring it to our heart, we should meditate it, we should have a time for meditation so that we can assimilate what our brain knows, what our brain feels. Actually, whereas the expression feeling is not more on the brain but in our heart. So when you bring it, when we know that God loves us, we should bring it to our heart so that we feel it. We feel it. That question is very important. Do we feel, if we know that God loves us, do we feel that we are loved by God? Do I feel it? So every time God loves us at any moment, all time God loves us. God is love. God is not only love, but he has also love. So in meditation, when we meditate, that's why Jesus himself requests Saint Faustina, when we meditate about something, when we meditate about the love of God, we can see, we should also see one by one in which moment, when God, we should meditate step by step, in which moment God manifested his love to me. When God manifests his love to me, when we meditate, we can feel more about the love of God. We can feel it. It's not enough to know about the love of God. Everybody can know. Everybody can, make a research about the love of God. Everybody can have a knowledge about the love of God. But do we feel it? Do we feel that God loves you? Do you feel that God loves me? Do I feel that God loves me? Do we feel that God loves us? When God loves you? When? What is that? In which moment? What is God manifested His love to you, to each one of us? It's very important. In faith, to know and to feel are very important. The brain, the region, the brain and the heart, they should help each other. What our heart, what our brain feel, what is the knows, our heart should also feel it. But if it is stuck in our brain, the love of God, the knowledge about what is the love of God is stuck in our brain, our heart, we don't feel it, and our heart becomes, somehow dry because we don't feel it. If our heart does not feel something, if our heart does not feel the love of God, our heart is dry. So what I'm saying, what I'm sharing today is the importance of feeling the love of God. If you know that God loves you, we should, feel it. Remember this, that demon knows that God is love. Demon knows that God is love. But he does not believe it. He does not, feel it. That's the problem. Demon, Lucifer, knows that God is full of love, but he does not believe it, he does not feel it, and he does not accept it. He does not obey to the love of God. That's the problem. If, for example, I know that God is love and I don't feel it, it means that there is something wrong. My knowledge is like a knowledge of a demon, like a knowledge of Lucifer, because I know perfectly, I have a knowledge about the love of God, but I don't believe, I don't feel it. So let us meditate more about the love of God to each one of us. Jésus femme Tobie, Jésus femme Tobie, Jésus femme Tobie.